contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. Josh Scobie about set to get us started. And we are underway here in Draft Champions. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They come up in an offset eye. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Mariota. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ezekiel Elliott, 55 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Billy Cundiff now to kick the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out costs him 5 as he's going to be out of bounds right at the 20. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, unfortunately it ended in a big drop.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing is Mariota. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining them.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hold in the darkness of the night. And when I say, show me my place. You are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light.
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position. The Cards have seen one player get taken already. Could another be about to join him? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take two words here? Difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
I am from the clouds. I'm a human.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be... Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice.
Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, raps, rackety, rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rap.